Tampa Police 911. What is the location of your emergency?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, I've just been assaulted and battered by a black female here in my neighborhood.
All right. And what is she wearing?
What?
What is she wearing?
She's wearing...
Hey guys, another incident happened in Tampa, Florida. A white man violently assaulted a black woman after this woman asked him not to let the dog defecate in her lawn. It's so painful. I have the clips here with me. Let me show you before I...
Tampa Police 911. What is the location of your emergency?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, I've just been assaulted and battered by a black female here in my neighborhood.
All right. And what is she wearing?
What?
What is she wearing?
She's wearing black leggings and a purple fuchsia shirt.
All right. And what's going on? Why did she do that?
I don't know. You'll have to ask her. All I know is that she began going after my dog, and then she began spraying her hose on me. I know TPD considers that to be a battery, and then I had to act to defend myself.
All right. And
do you have a car in the area?
Let me see. There is one call holding, but we could still get somebody out there for you. Hang on one second. Is she still there? Is that her?
Yeah. Apparently she did. I bet she's calling somebody.
Bonita McConaughey of Tampa, Florida, can be seen running for her life. Her neighbor, Terrence Wolf, can be seen on video. From the picture, you can see what he was doing. And if you've seen the video, then you know that it was really, really bad. This is what he used. Bonita sustained injuries and bruises all over her body. And I recently learned Terrence Wolf, sent Bonita a threatening letter with the intentions to sue her for assault. The City of Tampa Police Department has not arrested him, and instead, they direct filed it with the state attorney to give them the decision on whether or not to prosecute. And so far, the state attorney has done nothing. Terrence the Terror is a threat to the community and the neighborhood. And I hope no one has to be unalived before Tampa officials and law enforcement officers do something. We have to get justice for Miss Bonita McConaughey by making this issue known and spread far and wide, not just in Tampa or in Florida, but around the world. Because remember, public pressure and public attention can help to bring change.
Maybe somebody with a platform can elevate this, but this is in Tampa, Florida, again. There's a petition online by Alana C. that says sort of the story of what happened, but from what I'm understanding, a black woman in Tampa, Florida named Bonita McConaughey was a victim of assault when she was watering her lawn off of 22nd Avenue in Tampa, Florida, and a man by the name of Terrence K. Wolf apparently was letting his dog defecate on her lawn, and she asked him to stop, from what I understand, and he responded by assaulting her with a pole. And this is apparently captured by what looks to be possibly Ring doorbell footage. And from what I'm reading in the petition, as well as a few things I've read online so far about this, Mr. Terrence Wolf, who is a white man, was not arrested for this initial assault and has since come back and has been taunting Miss McConaughey by showing up to her house waving the pole. I read that somewhere. Obviously, I'm working on trying to verify all the facts, but it does appear there was no arrest. So there's a petition which I'm linking here that was put out presumably recently about this issue. It was started yesterday, October 22nd. As the petition language says, by ignoring such serious offenses, we are perpetuating a culture of impunity which continues to endanger innocent lives like Bonita McConaughey. It's imperative that the state recognizes the severity of assault with a deadly weapon and carries out appropriate actions to secure justice for Bonita. being that this occurred in the city of Tampa, this is the jurisdiction of the Tampa Police Department. So it begs the question why they didn't arrest Mr. Wolf. And I'm still in the research phase, so nothing here that I'm saying is pure fact, but I did find under Miss Mikagnico's name that she, if it's the same person, she previously worked for the city of Tampa and sued them for racial discrimination. So I don't know if it's her, and I don't know the results of that lawsuit, or if it's related, but it's just interesting to know that somebody with her name sued the city of Tampa for anti-black racism in 2020, and now is being victimized, and the city of Tampa's police department is not doing anything about it. So I'm curious, like, what's going on? Mayor Jane Castor, what's going on here? I mean, none of this surprises me with Mayor Jane Castor of the city of Tampa. This is actually all on brand, but it's still necessary to call it out. And State Attorney Susie Lopez, what's happening here? Earlier this year, a gay man by the name of Walt Lay was murdered in a dog park. And he was murdered by a man who was a known homophobe. The homophobe had harassed him for a whole year leading up to this murder, shot and killed him in a dog park, cold blood, claimed self-defense, which apparently Mr. Terrence Wolf, who attacked Miss Mikagnico, is claiming some kind of self-defense. So anyway, when Walt Lay was murdered, that happened outside of the city of Tampa, so that was Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office jurisdiction, and the HCSO did not do an arrest. It took over 30 days before an arrest happened because of the self-defense stand your ground claim that occurred. And again, the question was, where are you, State Attorney Susie Lopez? Eventually, after much fight from the public, including people like me, State Attorney Lopez did file charges against Walt Lay's murderer. Now, as of now, there's no charges that being filed against Terrence Wolf. And Miss Mikagnico is, of course, still with us, but obviously traumatized. But if we don't do something, then she's in danger. So it's important that this is getting out there. The attorney, the Stokes Law Group, posted that they want this information out there. So I'm not a high-profile person, not trying to be, don't want to be. Just need this to get across the desk of somebody who is, that wants to take a look at this and help us get some attention on this, because it works. It worked in the Walt Lay case. It worked in the Jenny DeLeon case. We need to get attention on it, because when we're watching, action happens. And I just want to make it clear, I have no relationship with Alana C., who wrote the petition. I haven't spoken to her. I don't know Miss Mikagnico. I don't even know if I'm saying her name right. Please correct me if I'm not. I'm hoping and hoping and hoping that she's got loved ones who are keeping her safe and emotionally well during this. Constantly going to be looking out for ways to take action, whether it is signing the petition, which I did, these videos, or anything that I can do locally while I'm in Tampa to help. This is just alarming, and I want to mention again, because I know there's a purity politic with it. An abolitionist society does not mean we just allow people to attack black women in their own front yards and do nothing about it and say, oh, we're abolitionists. No. Just like with the Walt Lay case where he was murdered by a homophobe. No, that's not what any of that means. It means we have to build systems that show people like Terrence Wolf, this is not okay. You don't do this in my neighborhood. And looking at the address, they're very close to where I live, where this happened. So this is very concerning, and I just really want to get this information out there to somebody who can help elevate this and make sure that Miss Mikagnico and her family are safe. Please share this, and remember, this is not about purity politics. This is about protecting a member of our...
Ooh, y'all, I'm so mad. I was about to go to sleep till somebody sent me this story. What you're looking at is a guy named Terrence Wolf attacking a lady named Bonita. Bonita is 55 years old with a metal pole. She was out there watering her grass, and at some point, these two engaged, and she asked him to not allow his dog to pee and poop in her yard. He didn't like that, and he started to violently assault Bonita. And allegedly, she isn't his only victim, but she's the only one, I guess, willing to move forward to try to get justice for herself. Not only did Terrence assault Bonita, but he called 911 and straight up lied. He told them that he was assaulted and attacked by a black woman. When the 911 operator asked him, well, why did she attack you? He said, I don't know. You're going to have to ask her. But something about she started going after his dog. And that he believes that that counts as like battery or assault. This happened in Tampa, Florida. And from what I'm understanding, the state attorney refused to pick this case up and press any charges. After viciously beating Benita, he's also like stalking her. This is an image of him standing outside of her house at nighttime. Terrence, you got the right one today. There is a petition that has been started to help her get justice. I'll be sure to link that in my bio. Y'all, we have to apply the pressure and make this go massively viral. Remember, visibility adds pressure. Public opinion and a strong social media presence is going to help to push these issues. We have to let these people know that we're watching and we're expecting them to hold people accountable as they are serving the public. We don't.
How safe is Florida? I'm scared. This white man, after brutally beating this 42-year-old black woman, he then goes ahead, calls 911, lying to them that it's the woman who assaulted him, and yet he's the one who assaulted this woman after the woman asked him not to let the dog defecate on her lawn. The man went ahead and violently beat that woman with a metal pole. The woman is still nursing wound. Then later on, the man is seen boldly walking around the neighborhood, taking pictures of the house of that woman, photos of the car of that woman, and yet justice has not been served. Guys, we need to share this video so that Benita can get justice, because this racism is really rampant in Florida, and if action hasn't been taken, it will continue. You remember those white guys who were following that black teen in the same Florida, in Sarasota. So this incident happened in Tampa, Florida. The other one happened in Sarasota, Florida. What's going on in Florida? Isn't it safe for black people in Florida? I don't understand. I'm just scared. Guys, what do you think about this man? Isn't this racism? Like asking you not to let the dog defecate in my lawn, then you end up